Sean's channel has grown up to over 2 million subscribers and gets tons of views. Does he really understand? I'm going to share from my point of view and someone who's growing actually in 2022. Hello, it's Chanique here. Thank you for stopping by to my channel, and welcome. If you aren't new here, be sure to subscribe. You'll find everything business, startup advice, and social media marketing, as well as the lifestyle as a self-employed business owner of a cleaning business. And let's get right into the video. If you haven't heard of Think Media, you've probably been living under a rock. Think Media, the owner, Sean, did create a video on how to start a YouTube channel in 2022, a beginner's guide training. It's an hour. And let's face it, who has an hour? I did, and I'm here to save you that hour. I'm going to sum up everything he said in 10 minutes. Do I have 0 subscribers? No. And since you're going to subscribe, it's going to help me even more to get closer to the goal of 10K subscribers. He starts off emphasizing the authority that YouTube has over all the other social medias, and that it being a content library versus a feed, where you will see a feed on Instagram, TikTok, and you scroll, you'll just see feed posts, basically things just popping up. Whereas on YouTube, it's a content library because someone can search how to do something, or a vlog, a trip, and they can find content all the way from 10 years or the beginning of YouTube. And so he emphasizes how powerful the YouTube platform is compared to other social medias, and why you should be using YouTube here in 2022. So do I believe that? I do. And I believe because it's getting so much larger, you can't just throw up videos and just expect it to be successful. It's not a place where you can't thrive using the right techniques and the method. Coming on the platform with a plan or some kind of method to win and beat the algorithm is definitely needed. I love how he mentioned that YouTube is a discovery machine. So although you may be starting from 0, you can easily be discovered. Do I believe this? 100%. And I believe that anybody who's under 5,000 subscribers, and especially under 1,000 subscribers, needs to be strategic on how they set up their videos in order for them to be found. And I do host a Girly Boss YouTube Facebook group. This is not a sub for sub, it's definitely support. I also give free coaching in this group, so definitely check it out if you are a girl boss starting out and you want to know how to grow. YouTube is a discovery machine. So if you are convinced, or you've convinced yourself that you can't be found, no one's watching you, no one's seeing you, it's because you have not set up your videos correctly. And I teach how you do that in the Key to YouTube Success Academy, so you can check that out as well. So all right, and around 17 minutes, he goes into his first video and how it was horrible. I've been on YouTube for, I would say, 2 years specifically in my niche, and I can relate. The first video is horrible. I had a horrible camera, and if you can see here, these are comments that I've gotten on one of my top viewed videos. So your first videos are not going to be the best, and that's because you just don't know how to do it. Things it's okay, just start before you know it. And this is a huge problem when it comes to people who are not serious or taking this as a hobby. You have to be committed, right? Committed to learning new skills, he says, and that is so true. And your skills is not always going to come from YouTube, because I'm pretty sure that there's so much information online and people say so many things. And that's rightly so, because it's not always one way to do one thing. I teach how you are to be visible, searchable, discoverable, so that you are found by the right people. People love you, love your content, and stick through for years to come. But you definitely have to be committed to learning new skills and investing. He mentioned that he invested over $200,000 in his business. I have invested over $20,000 working with multiple coaches like Senator Doozy. It's unfortunate that people stick to free content and think that they're going to build up. There's no way and that you're going to be able to sustain a business with free content. You need new knowledge in order to get there. It takes money, because it took money for people to get their success. It's rightfully so that they also get compensated for the knowledge that they're giving you. All right, and around 30 34. At 24 minutes, he does talk about one of his methods, which is the ASQ, which is answer specific questions in order for you to get your first 1,000 subscribers. As a small YouTuber, I 100% agree with this. In the gist of the method of ASQ, you don't want to assume what your audience thinks, right? Especially as a new YouTuber, you think that you need to come up with the most creative, unique, captivating content that no one has ever seen before. But that's the problem. No one's ever seen it before, and less likely that they're going to be searching for it. But someone is probably going to be searching how to change a baby diaper than the toxicity of the cotton found in nylon that is also used in baby diapers. If you can see the success on these videos, these are very specific questions, some of my top viewed videos. And how do you find the right questions for your audience? That's what I teach in my program. And I think those are the questions that you're probably asking when you watch a video like this. It's like, that's good information, ask specific questions, but like, then how do I find what those questions are for your audience? He finds that a lot of unsuccessful YouTubers are asking or answering very generic questions. And that's why they're not really successful, because no one's really searching for generic things and they want to be pretty specific on it. Going on, he then mentions about being teachable. If you're going to invest in something, be open to learn the method, because you're clearly looking for answers. You clearly do not know what you're doing if you're looking for the answers anyway. So be teachable, be humble, and I believe that all successful people are very teachable. They learn from people who have had the success. All right, so as he gets in later on in the video, he then talks about how to stand out on YouTube, and I find that it is pretty like generic, because as a YouTuber, because there are technical pieces to building a YouTube. I cannot, like, someone who watched this video can be successful by this video alone. Absolutely not. And I mentioned that earlier. And it's a great like starting point to get someone conditioned to make the steps. But there's more to get. There's more. Okay, there's more to this than this. So the 3 things to stand out on YouTube, he talks about the what, the how, and why. What are you here for? What's your channel about? How do you help? What is it that you do? How is it that you do it? How do you stand out? How are you different? I mentioned I help moms lose weight after pregnancy. That's what your channel is about. Okay, so how do you do that? A lot of people can help mothers lose weight after pregnancy, right? But some people do it through keto, some people do it through 20-minute exercises. How are you specific to helping your audience do that? And then why is it important to you? This is a huge connection to like your brand awareness and your brand story. That's what helps create loyal subscribers, because they too want to believe in your why. And what drives me is that not only can I see myself be successful as an entrepreneur, I genuinely believe that everyone has the capacity to do it. Like, it doesn't matter your background, your nationality, your culture. Is it harder for some people? Yes, but it can be done. I truly believe it. And my biggest why is to be the living proof of it. And that's why I share my experiences and share as anything to help. And that's my biggest why. That drives me, and I share that often. I motivate. Skipping all that to the end, it talks about how to stay motivated. And this is the realist. So he makes it very clear that this takes work, it takes resilience, it takes planning, it takes commitment and focus, because it does take work. You may not see results in the first year. You may not see the results in the first 5 years. You may see results in the first 30 days, and you may see results within a first year. Not everyone is the same. Not every niche is the same. Not everyone's weighted the same when it comes to social media. So it's always going to take work, resilience, and be teachable and things of that nature. So that is the gist of his training. My girl YouTube bosses, you could definitely join my free Facebook group where I offer free coaching advice and a community of other girl bosses who are looking to help and support each other. You could also hit your first 1,000 subscribers and surpass your 4,000 watch time hours by enrolling in the Key to YouTube Success Academy. So check it out in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, keep sharing the good news, keep up the great work. Don't quit. You got this. Bye now.